Breaking news, we just got new info revealed for Nagas, which is a new tribe coming to Battlegrounds very soon. I'll share with you the details of the cards that we just got revealed, a new keyword, when everything is happening, so stick around. Patch 23.2 is launching on May 10th, so this video is coming out the 5th. That's when these patch notes dropped, so 5 more days from now. It also brings the first ever Battlegrounds season, Rise of the Naga. Battlegrounds seasons is something new that we got to introduce, which is basically just like, you know, a season, and with every season I assume they're gonna reset MMR, so pretty sure that this date when Nagas come in is also when MMR is just completely reset. So this is gonna be really sick. Oh, it already mentions that. New season will bring a Battlegrounds rating reset, so there you go. A new hero, a minion type Naga. They are spell-thirsty minions that are drawn to magic. They tend to give you spells or more powerful when spells are played around them. So seems like they will have to do something with spells in Battlegrounds, which is actually something a lot of people already suggested and wanted to have in the game. So we're getting spells for Battlegrounds. We get these two revealed, a tier 2 5/2. It's a pretty decent stat line. Snail Cavalry. Once per turn after you cast a spell, gain +2 health. After you cast a spell, I think spells also include blood gems, so I think Nagas will have a pretty good or decent synergy with Quillbores. And spells, well, coins are spells as well, so Lord Barov has an advantage here with Nagas, it seems. Other things that come to mind are the Briny Bootlegger, the tier 3 pirate that gives you a coin, so there's a bunch of ways that you can generate spells that I don't think are necessarily Nagas generating spells. Ticketus generate spells, but all of these synergies and interactions I'll cover more in depth in a later video once we have more of Nagas revealed, because we only have these initial ones. And here's a tier 6, 7, 8 Naga. Tide Mistress Atissa, so 6 drop. This should be the heavy scaling for the tribe. After you cast a spell, give 4 friendly Nagas +1/+1. So any spell you cast, you give +1/+1 to only Nagas. This reminds me of Agam. If you cast a blood gem on it, which is tier 5 card, you give every single tribe +1/+1. This is a tier higher, only Nagas, so it depends on how good Nagas will be. And it depends on how easy it is to generate spells with this tribe in general. So I think this is good, but compared to Agam, you really need to get a bit more punching power. Like, let's say you have Bronze Sword and Deflectable, Golden Gem Splitter, and Agam. You're gonna scale like crazy, and it's very flexible. But this, again, we'll have to see what other Nagas we get revealed. But because it's Naga only, and it's only +1/+1, and it's a 6 drop, we need to wait for more reveals. It's hard to get feedback right now, not knowing what is coming. A new keyword, Spellcraft. Spellcraft is super interesting. Minions with the Spellcraft keyword grant a temporary spell each turn. That spell can give your minions a buff that lasts until the start of your next recruit phase. The Spellcraft basically just gives you a spell that can buff minions and last only a single turn until next recruit phase, so it's not like you can hoard them in hand. Now, I'm gonna do a full video on Spellcraft tomorrow because there's a lot of good things about it and a lot of things I'm worried of, so if you want to catch that, be sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new here. But it's pretty cool to see this being introduced. So we got a tier 1 1/3 here, basic stat line, a mini Myrmidon. No, a mini Myrmidon. Yes. Spellcraft, give a minion +2 attack until next turn. So then it gives this spell, 0 cost spell, I guess. Give a minion +2 attack next turn. So it basically just reads out the spell on the card and Spellcraft, so every turn it should generate this in your hand. So it's hard to judge how good this is. This is very flexible. There's a lot of pros and a lot of cons. Again, I don't think I want to do this video to discuss Spellcraft as a mechanic and what synergies it has, but obviously it works with the 6 drop. Obviously there's going to be some sort of scaling involved for Nagas, but it's pretty cool to already kind of see. Oh, we're getting another one. Tier 3 tutus. This is a really bad stat line. It's kind of like the old Iron Sensei. Commander. Spellcraft, give a friendly minion +1/+1 for each friendly Naga until next turn. So this is not permanent. None of these are permanent. The buffs fade away, which is a little bit sad because that means you spike or you like continuously have a static buff, but it doesn't scale up. And generally speaking, that's not very good. But there will be Nagas probably that will have actual scaling from this. Again, like the 6 drop that we saw. So it only gives +1/+1 if you have like multiple Nagas. Let's say you have a full board of Nagas, you get a +7/+7 buff every turn, but it's only static. So you only have like a +7/+7. Let's say this will be a 9/9 at most. A tier 3 9/9 is pretty good, but if you compare it to Bristleback Brute, that scales up every turn, even beyond a 9/9 if you just jam it every single time. So I don't think this is like exceptionally strong. It's a friendly minion, so you can put it onto like a Hydra or a Deflectable, I assume. Yeah, it's interesting to think about. It's just interesting to think about. We even got another 3 drop, apparently doesn't generate a spell. It's a 5/4 Storm Scale Siren. At the end of your turn, your Spellcraft minions cast their spells on themselves. Okay, that seems like the powerhouse of the Naga tribe early on, because I mean, this will also put the spell on itself, and then give you that spell. I feel like this will be pretty strong if you just get all of these cards on the board, slam this, and then just power level to tier 5, 6. Yeah, seems pretty good. And it makes these suddenly a whole lot better. So I think it's too early to judge the power level of these cards, because as we've seen with previous tribes, whenever I go over the cards and I'm like, this is very bad, it's never going to see play. And then they show a card that's like completely insane and nuts with this card and with the scaling, and then I'm like, oh wait, shit, I was wrong. So I'm not going to be wrong here. I'm not going to prematurely judge these cards, but it seems like they are more of a spiky tribe that heavily require synergy between Nagas and between Spellcraft. So it doesn't seem very flexible. Other tribes have seemed flexible, where you can like play... Quillboars is a good example with mechs and with Shaker Comp. Or Elementals, you can use Elemental scaling with different tribes on the board. With Menagerie, this doesn't really seem like a Menagerie friendly tribe because of, well, it just synergizes with itself. Again, from what we can see. Oh, here's a new hero. The Queen comes for the crown. Queen Ashara will be the newest hero to come to Battlegrounds. The highborn queen and her people were cursed to live out their days as a vengeful Naga. After transforming into Naga Queen Ashara, wave after wave of Naga will be under your command. Do you have what it takes to lead them to victory? So this is Queen Ashara, who got Ashara's Ambition, which is a passive after your warband, so that's your board, reaches 30 total attack. Begin your Naga Conquest. It doesn't explain what Naga Conquest is. Oh, is this? No, never mind. So then you just transform, kind of like Arana. Arana has to roll a couple times in order to activate your different hero portrait and hero power. You need to get 30 total attack on the board. I have no clue by what turn that usually is. We can do the math later. But then you have a 1 gold hero power that just discovers a Naga. So it's a Naga forcing hero, essentially. Just 1 gold to discover a Naga every turn. Not bad. 1 gold discover is not bad. It's like a Rafal, but instead of getting random garbage from your opponent, you get a random Naga. Also, there's no buddy included here, so I think it's safe to say buddies are gonna be removed with this newest patch, which is something everyone has been crying out loud about, so that's very hyped to see. Master the Magic, what is this? Okay, so these are just basics about Nagas. Each Spellcraft minion generates a Spellcraft spell every turn. Okay. Spellcraft effects only last until your next recruit phase. That means that each turn you get to choose where you put your spells for the next combat. This is very important. These spells don't seem to be permanent, and you do have the flexibility to put them where you want. Spellcraft spells leave your hand at the end of your turn. If you don't use them, you'll lose them. Spellcraft spells are generated as soon as you play the Spellcraft minion and at the start of each recruit phase. Oh, okay, so it also has the battle cry attached, meaning the turn you play them, you actually already get the spell to use, and then next turn you get another spell in hand. So that's really good to know, because that means you don't have to wait a turn. They're not slow, but they instantly grant you their effect. If your hand is full, Spellcraft spells will wait until there's a free space in your hand instead of getting destroyed or being delayed a turn. That is huge. So apparently if you have a full hand, let's say you get coins or gems. With Lord Barrow, for example, it was annoying if you play a gem splitter comp, you have a handful of gems. The spells or your coins that you get from your hero power don't fill your hand anymore. These spells from Spellcraft will not take into account your hand space. So even if you have a full hand, if you use cards, kind of like how buddies worked with buddies as well, if you got them but you have a full hand, you still get them if you spend cards. They're just held somewhere. You can't overdraw Spellcraft spells. Golden Spellcraft minions will generate the golden version of the Spellcraft spells with double effects, which is pretty obvious. Some Naga care about when you play spells. That includes Spellcraft spells as well as things like coins, blood gems, and triple rewards. Oh, triple rewards! Okay, I didn't think of that, but yeah. So I was right about the coins and blood gems, but triple rewards is also pretty huge. And then there's also spells like from Ticketus and maybe some other heroes I'm not thinking of right now. Again, if you have any other ideas, leave them down below in the comments of like synergies that I'm missing right now. In total, 5 minions will be removed from the minion pool. That is insane. Okay, let's storycraft about which minions are going to be removed. If you missed my latest video, I talked about the big issues right now with the game, and like units that are just super oppressive and annoying that a lot of people want to see removed. So I hope it's some of those, like Prester, Sephin, Amalgadon. I don't really want all of them to be removed. I want them to be replaced or reworked. So we'll see if they just take them out or decide to put new minions instead or just rework them. But 5 just completely removed. It might just be some random minions that no one picks, like Whelp, Red Whelp, for example. We'll see. Oh, to be replaced with 60 new Naga minions. 5 other new minions. Oh, they will be replaced. Okay, so it's already answered here. They will be removed, but they will be replaced with the Naga tribe and with 5 new other minions. So they're not just gone. That's good. And 2 returning favorites. We're getting 2 cards back that have been removed from the game. Most cards are removed from the game for a reason. Like Illustra, like Friend of a Friend, like maybe we get Pogo Hopper back. Dude, imagine if we get Pogo back. I don't think so because Jend is still in the game, but if Jend is gonna be reworked, I want to see Pogos back. They probably just bring some minions back like Iron Sensei, which I'd love to see. Maybe even Junk Bots, so just like normal minions that are not overpowered or removed for that reason. So maybe they even get retuned or buffed a little bit. We'll see, but Theorycraft about the 2 returning favorites that you want to see back. More Nagas will be revealed over the coming days along with developer insights and other tidbits. So over the coming days, again the 10th, we're gonna get this patch live. Over these 5 days, we'll get a lot of more info. Tune in as some of your favorite content creators preview some of the upcoming minions and mechanics before all updates are revealed. I'm not in here, but I definitely recommend you check out Krip if you're not following Krip for whatever reason. Collins and Shady Bunny, amazing players as well. Harry Potter, Get Invincible, and Nina, so go check them out. They'll be revealing a lot of stuff. After everything is revealed, apparently the 7th is the final day of reveals. After that, I'll do a short recap, but I won't be recapping all of this. Obviously, they got the opportunity to reveal these cards for a reason. But after everything is revealed, apparently on May 9 is when the reveals are gonna stop. So the day before the patch drops, I'll do a big tier list of the Nagas. I'll go over all of this stuff and exciting stuff. It's cool to be in Hearthstone right now because, well, we haven't had a big tribe like this drop in a while. So I hope you're just as excited as I am for all of these things. Yeah, that seems about it. Also, quickly about Lobby Legends, which is the official esports for Battlegrounds. I will also be co-casting it once again. So if you weren't there last time, or if you enjoyed the video that I made about the co-casting stream, like the highlights, these are some of the best players in the world competing. It's super hype, super sick. It'll be May 14th and 15th, and this is with the Naga tribe. So this is a couple days after new patch release. No one will really know the meta. I don't even know if there will be a meta, so it'd be really cool to see the top players battle it out on this new patch. And by the end of this month, there will be qualifiers, or you can qualify for the new Lobby Legends, so there will be an insane grind as soon as Nagas drop as well. So yeah, make sure you're following the Twitch if you want to catch me live casting this event. I'll make a video about it as well. I hope this was informational enough and you're pretty hyped about Naga just like I am. Again, over the couple days we're getting a lot of stuff revealed. I'll be making videos tomorrow about the Spellcraft, about all the cool shit. That's it, I'm not gonna drag on any longer. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.